and gentlemen, at this time we ask that you please rise and remove your hats as the Ramsey High School Army JROTC presents our nation's colors. Please remain standing as founding pastor of the Worship Center Christian Church, author and community leader, Dr. Van Moody, offers this afternoon's invocation.
Let us pray. Eternal God, we are so grateful for your loving kindness and your mercies upon us. We thank you for this beautiful, beautiful day and this amazing event. We pray that your hand would rest upon us, that you would provide safety, that your favor would continue to shine down upon us and even upon our country. We lift up all of our soldiers and civic leaders to you and this special day. Protect us all, Lord, for your glory. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Here today to honor America with the singing of our national anthem, please welcome Opera Birmingham star Allison Sanders.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, came through the night, that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Yeah, get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. What is up, motherfuckers and party people? How's everybody doing today? What's up, Jaden? Yes, I will be watching cars drive for hours. Sam, what's up? Imagine Kyle Busch wins tomorrow. That'd be awesome. He's starting on pole. No way, I'm actually in a live stream. What's up, RJ? Sam, I finally got school and stuff figured out. Try to join my live streams now that you got your life organized. That's good. I need to get my life organized. Alright, I don't know when this leaderboard thing will be up, but hopefully soon.
And handling your 9 to 5. Whatever you drive with Firestone.
GetRefunds.com, powered by Innovation Refunds, can help your business get a payroll tax refund even if you got PPP. And it only takes 8 minutes to qualify.
I went on their website, uploaded everything, and I was blown away what they could do.
GetRefunds.com has helped businesses get over $1 billion, and we can help your business too. Qualify your business for a big refund in 8 minutes. Go to GetRefunds.com to get started. Powered by Innovation Refunds.
Now get generic erectile
let's
for just $1 a tablet. Introduce
put up
Redbox RX. Fast, affordable healthcare
Joseph.
completely online. And you don't need insurance.
And then we'll have everybody
Redbox
else.
RX.
There we go.
Simply fill out a form. If a prescription is needed, it's shipped discreetly.
Then we got this little track map.
Delivery. Stop paying more somewhere else. Get generic erectile dysfunction medication for just $1 a tablet. Start saving with Redbox RX.
Here's my pick to win tomorrow, Larson. I got Larson.
Get crafts, sporting goods, restaurants, and the future of NASCAR all from your neighborhood. DoorDash.
Invention is an act of determination to go where you couldn't before. Achieve goals that once felt out of reach. That's why Honda engineers didn't just redesign the Pilot Trail Sport. They built the most off-road capable Honda SUV ever. The all-new Pilot Trail Sport. Part of the Honda line of rugged vehicles. Honda, proud partner of the NTT Indycar Series.
You're watching Indycar Live on NBC Sports, presented by Liberty Mutual Insurance. Only pay for what you need. Getting close to race start, let's get the latest from the ground. We kick things off with Marty Snyder. Marty?
Boyley, if you watched our qualifying coverage on Peacock this weekend, you know Joseph Newgarden was fuming after qualifying. I asked him this morning why he was so upset. He said, because it was my mistake. We had a car good enough to be on the pole. I mentioned a moment ago, he has 3 Barber wins. He told me also this morning, the car I have today...
How many cautions will there be tomorrow? 7.
We can win from 7th, Kevin Lee.
Championship leader Marcus Ericsson is yet to win on a road course, but in the last 2 years, he has the best finish average of any driver on road courses, and it's because of consistency. He's always gotten something out of it. The reigning Indy 500 winner also has some momentum on his side in the home life. He's now a married man. His wife Iris is back home watching. Dave.
And so the most recent winner on the series is 24-year-old Floridian Kyle Kirkwood. I asked Kyle about his weekend so far. He said, I wasn't that impressed with the speed in practice 1 or practice 2. But then we got to qualifying, and I quote, boom, there it was. They've got the pace back they think they had at the last race in Long Beach, and they believe they could work for the 12th position and find their way to victory lane today. If Kyle can do that, that'll be fun. He and the rest of the field are going to need to fire the engines when we return to Barber Motorsports Park.
Medical Properties Trust is pleased to sponsor the Children's of Alabama Indy Grand Prix. Supporting the hospital funds research to new therapies, excellent care for children, and gives them a brighter future. For Medical Properties Trust, giving back to our community remains a priority. 3 days, 1 victor, thousands of winners at the very heart of healthcare.
You're looking pleased with yourself.
Not to brag, but I just switched to Verizon.
So you got an awesome network.
And when I switched, I got to choose the phone I wanted for free. Not bragging.
You're bragging.
Oh, he's bragging.
Who, me? Never. Oh, excuse me. Hello, your royal highness, sir.
Okay, that's a brag.
Yeah, Mom, I gotta call you back.
Switch and choose the phone you want, like the incredible iPhone 14 on us.
On the network worth bragging about.
Verizon.
From the #1 rated brand in cordless outdoor power, introducing the Ego zero-turn riding mower with e-steer technology. Drives like a car, turns on a dime, delivering ultimate control with the precision of a steering wheel. It's weather resistant, and with 22 horsepower, it cuts up to 2.5 acres on a single charge. Powered by Ego's patented 56-volt arc lithium battery technology, the same batteries used on all Ego tools, exclusively at Lowe's, Ace, and Ego authorized dealers.
From big cities to small towns and on main streets across the U.S., you'll find PNC Bank, helping businesses both large and small, communities, and the people who live and work there grow and thrive. We're proud to call these places home too. They're where we put down roots, and where together we work to help move everyone's financial goals forward. PNC Bank.
NBC Sports, your home of motorsports, welcomes you to Birmingham, Alabama for round 4 of the 2023 NTT IndyCar Series. This is the Children's of Alabama Indy Grand Prix at spectacular Barber Motorsports Park.
Barber Motorsports Park is a beautiful facility, fast racetrack.
That's our award! The Ninja is back!
I love it. It's my favorite track on the calendar. One of my favorite tracks.
Alex Palou wins his maiden IndyCar race!
And one of my favorite moments from my career.
Barber is always a risk, but that's what makes it so cool.
Oh! You got it! Hits him twice. Hit me on purpose. That guy's a punk. That'll give you a little bit of the flavour as to what is ahead today. 90 laps around this 2.3-mile circuit is the most physical, grueling task and examination the drivers face each and every season. But Townsend, it's kind of... It's a funny story, isn't it? Because the place is so beautiful.
It's gorgeous, starting with the museum right there, which is hard to appreciate just from this shot. Inside, it is an architectural marvel, just the building itself, not to mention the hundreds of significant motorcycles inside. I always forego the golf cart rides here, the scooters. I love to walk. This is like a national park. It's that stunning. But James, the flip side of it is, this is also a scary place.
It sure can be, Townsend. Because of the high-speed nature of this racetrack, it just means that any mistakes can be very costly. A lot of close calls in practice. Over turn 9, all four wheels in the air for Elio Castroneves. We saw a lot of issues in that corner. This was a wild ride from Pablo Ward over one of the most challenging corners on the racetrack. Blind did a great job to keep it out of the wall there, and our reigning champion Will Power into the wall here in turn 2 in qualifying. There are so many different places that you can get caught off guard. Here we see Kyle Kirkwood on cold tires. That's going to be an issue. Ins and out laps. Again, Ritas VK in that turn 2-3 section. So because these corners are so long and so physical, sometimes when it does go wrong, especially late in the race, it's hard to hang on to the car. And look, with this wind, it's going to be hard to hang on to these things anyway.
And when we were out on the grid, the wind is a tailwind down into turn 1. That could make things a little interesting. We're almost ready to go racing, so let's go trackside for the command.
To give today's race command, please welcome one of college football's foremost and popular commentators, Paul Feinbaum.
Gentlemen, start your engine.
The 13th time Indycar has raced here at Motorsports Park. Will it be lucky number 13 for who? We'll answer that question when we get going.
We are here when families need us the most and are trusting us to be our best for their children. Here for all the little moments and major milestones.
What's going on at Dover? Rain delay? Race is postponed today. The race will be at noon tomorrow. So I figured, you know what? Fuck it, might as well watch some IndyCar. Get my racing fix anyway.
She came out fighting. 2 days old, she had to have open heart surgery. All of a sudden, she's on 5 different medications.
Alright, so the cars are rolling.
She's at GoodRx. You can save you a lot of money. Save that extra $200-300 a month.
Rolling for the pace laps.
Money we're able to save with using GoodRx.
Joseph Newgarden starting 7th in today's race. He's who I'm rooting for.
So it puts less stress on our household, and it puts less stress on our pockets.
Introducing the next generation 10G network, only from Xfinity. The future starts now.
Open wheel, hell yeah, some open wheel racing. Don't know if y'all were here for my F1 stream earlier.
I told you to go home when
That was fun.
Didn't do anything.
You said you were going to call for a ride.
What are we gonna do this time?
What are you going to do to save the license?
Burdick Chevy is heavied up on inventory this spring. Our lots are full of SUVs and trucks just in time for some spring shopping.
And Chevy truck season. So come Lisa new 23 Silverado 1500 custom crew cab 4x4. Now just $449 a month.
Why Burdick Chevrolet? Super selection of Silverados and SUVs. That's why. Find new roads at Burdick Chevrolet at Drivers Village. Shop BurdickGM.com.
We're already behind on the bills. We can't afford this.
I told you not to drive. License and registration, please.
I can't believe you.
Please step out of the vehicle. Did you think you'd never get caught?
How are we supposed to pay for this?
Ranchers under siege.
Monday at 6.
His tough little character, the 23-year-old Mexican, is ready for another fight. Nothing better than talking to the defending race winner, so Townsend, dial up. Have a right.
Hey, Pato, it's Townsend in the NBC booth. You got me?
All right, so we're gonna go green here in just a few minutes.
Hey, beautiful day here at Barber. I know it's one of your favorite tracks.
IndyCar races are quicker in time length than NASCAR races usually, so this probably wouldn't take as long as, you know, tomorrow's race will, but something to fill the afternoon. Yeah, I woke up, so after the F1 race, I took a nap, and then I woke up at 1:42. I set my alarm for noon. I woke up at 1:42. I'm like, shit. Like, I was like, there's a slight chance the race is on. And then I checked and it said it was postponed. I'm like, good.
What might happen if you guys cross paths today?
It's a new week, new race, man.
You were too tall to fit in the seat? Oh, wow, you've actually tried to sit in one? Well, also, one thing you gotta realize is that they also do make those seats specially fitted for each particular driver, so like the driver's car that you might have been sitting in might have been like the shortest guy. Might have been like Alexander Rossi.
With Indycar in every facet, but further back, James, there's a lot of guys to keep an eye on.
Yeah, one of them's Will Power. He started 9th and won the race here. That's the furthest back anyone's done it. He's in 11th today, going to be going for it. Our points leader, Marcus Ericsson, back there, a little further down than he wanted to be compared to his teammates.
And Dippy, I think these last 4 or 5 rows, you can see a lot of early divers to the pits. That's where you're going to see the gamblers today, looking for that 3-stop magic to play out.
What a day we have for you here in Birmingham, Alabama. Let's talk more about the track with the Honda Track preview. Hinch, take it away.
Yeah, I mean, such a beautiful flowing racetrack. You really get to stretch the legs of an IndyCar here at Barber. A lot of high-speed corners, a lot of blind corners, and a lot of elevation. You can just see uphill right now where Simon Pagenaud is running. Then you go fiercely downhill, back up.
Cost $20? That's awesome.
This is a roller coaster ride.
Nowadays, it probably cost you like too much.
Crest the hill in turn 4. This run down to turn 5. It's downhill. Easy to make a mistake there, Div.
Sure is. There are several key overtaking points, most notably turn 5. You'll see a big braking duel. Inside moves there. As everyone's got this moment here, time to think about what is going to happen. At this start, remember last year, the start got waved off. Race control was not satisfied with the pack of the field, and we have got 27 cars on this 2.3-mile track. That track density means it's quite high on this tricky, winding, serpentine-like track.
And it was that wave-off lap that really helped fuel mileage that allowed a lot of the drivers to make it on 2 stops. So if it goes green straight away, as expected, that really puts everybody to a challenging situation for strategy.
Keep an eye on Rinus VK in the Bitmile Chevrolet, the youngster from the Netherlands. He's celebrating his 50th NTT IndyCar Series career start. He started on the pole here last year, led the majority of the race, ended up finishing on the podium. And this team, Ed Carpenter Racing, needs a big win. Speaking of a win,
all right.
Grosjean, former F1 pilot for Andretti Autosport, on the pole for the 2nd time this year, is in search for that elusive first IndyCar victory. It could come here today. He's got the best opportunity, starting from the pole on the inside line, and we're about ready to go racing. First permanent road course of this season here at Barber.
Green flag.
And Grosjean leads this star-studded field of green.
Great start for Romain Grosjean, side by side behind him as Pato O'Ward tries to go on the outside of Alex Palou, and I think he's going to pull that off. He'll have a great run on Grosjean now into 5.
Oh, Palou's looking good here with the run already. No push to pass, but he has the draft going to the brake zone.
And he's on those softer compound tires. He said they should work well. And Grosjean runs wide. It opens the door not only for O'Ward, but for Palou. Look at this, wheel to wheel on the opening lap. Grosjean's got the better line and keeps the lead.
Oh, and Palou snuck it inside Pato O'Ward, so Palou was patient, but pounced when it mattered.
The patience I love there is out of Pato O'Ward. It would have been so easy for him to just turn in after he was cleared by Romain Grosjean, with Palou just sneaking in there side by side now through the chicane. That's a tough place to do that.
Pink car with Simon Pagenaud on the green and black machine, Callum Ilott. Oh, wheel to wheel through there. That almost doesn't work.
That's Callum Ilott, David Malukas, 2 young stars going at it on the first lap.
Look for that Joseph Newgarden move on the inside of 16 here. Callum Ilott keeps it tight, doesn't give David Malukas the chance. Great action here.
drivers on board very quickly with the One Cure Honda. Graham Rahal, a two-time podium place getter here. There's Will Power fighting with the green, black and blue Honda, the Gingrich machine of Colton Herta.
Yeah, that yellow and black car of Colton Herta just made the move on Will Power to go up one spot. All three Team Penske's cars on the harder black tire as Power counters back.
That contact, that was close, really close. That was that turn 5 I was telling you about earlier. One of the key spots.
That shows the difference between those red sidewall tires, the alternates. They're softer, more grip that Colton Herta has on. You see the black sidewall primaries that Will Power has as we ride on the Verizon on board right now. That grip really helping Colton there.
You can see Colton with great power down, but that's on lap 2. Just wait, everybody, because in about 10 laps, everything should flip-flop. That harder compound should really come into its prime.
Because of this strategy, question mark, 2 stops or 3. If you're the cars up front, you want to go to the 2 stops. Strategy right now, but to do it, you got to save fuel. Alex Palou, one of the best in the biz at doing it. He is pressuring Roman Grosjean right now, trying to force him to use more.
Howdy. A little further back, Joseph Newgarden gained 1 spot on the start, but he has said something is wrong with the car. At first, he told Tim Cindric, it feels like my right rear is losing air pressure. They told him that actually is fine, and they said something is definitely wrong.
Oh, Marty, excuse me, there's a move for the lead. Alex Palou.
Alex Palou to try to take to the lead. Good battle here. Romain Grosjean keeps the lead.
Dude, what are you doing? We've got to be able to save some gas if we're going to make this on 2 stops, but Palou is pouncing.
Meanwhile, Paddle Award in 3rd place is sitting there thinking, yeah, guys, go ahead, go at it, burn that fuel. I'm going to sit back here and save what I need. As Palou again right up on the gearbox.
Pressure on the race leader. And he has prevailed twice. So he got that attack from Pato Award earlier. Then Alex Palou had to go at Romain Grosjean. The Frenchman still leads in that Delaware Life Honda for Andretti Autosport. Not sure what's happened to Felix Rosenquist. Rosenquist started 8th. He's gone to 25th. Let's find out more. Here's the onboard. At the start, turn 1, lap 1, round Joseph Newgarden. That tells the story.
Wow, it's a really light touch. But sent him right around and right to the back of the field. Doesn't look like he'll have damage to the race car, but track position loss like that is brutal to start this race.
Very similar to the spin we saw from Colton Herta, who's getting attacked right now by David Malukas last year when he tried to pass Scott McLaughlin down in turn 5 late in the race. Just a little bit deep in, a light touch, spins the car to the inside. Tough break for the number 6.
Hey, Marty, you were talking and giving us an update on Joseph Newgarden. I wonder if that contact were added to his woes.
And I wonder too, Dick, because the problem is with the right rear, and hence what they told Newgarden was a crossweight issue with the car. So they can see that on the telemetry. What could that be?
That could be a bent suspension piece for sure, and that's just going to vastly affect the handling of Joseph Newgarden's race car. That is not the kind of news that you want to hear if you're the driver of the number 2, only 5 laps into this race. Keeping pace with the cars in front of him right now, but the other thing that can do is it can really affect tire wear, which is going to be an issue today.
Pat on the back for the Sexton Properties Chevrolet of AJ Foyt Racing's Santino Ferrucci up 6 places from the start, and so too Colton Herta up 5. So a couple of big movers on these opening laps. Here's more Kevin Lee, Kev.
The Air McLaren team was happy to see that replay because they didn't know what happened to Felix Rosenquist. He didn't say anything other than saying the car is fine. We also learned they were planning a 2-stopper. They changed it. They're going hard to try to pass some cars. I'm told that Chevy feels they're getting better fuel mileage as Rosenquist is picking his way through than expected, and it is going to be possible to save hard and 2 stoppers. We're going to start finding out, though, who's saving, who's going fast.
Saving fuel is only half the battle, though, guys. You got to save those alternate tires. As we see these two really battling. Palou's really using up a lot of his tires driving in that dirty air behind Grosjean, Townsend.
He is, but it doesn't appear to be affecting the balance. Barry Wanzer comes on the radio from Palou and reminds him exactly what you just talked about. Think big picture, first stint here, and you got to think in about 5 or 10 laps the Reds are really going to start to struggle for grip. And that was the idea coming here from Firestone with the softer compound. Mix things up a little bit, challenge these drivers a little bit more. Grosjean's last
bicycle company. They said that's fine for the streets, but you'll never win a race. They said motorcycles are one thing, but you can't make cars. All right, you're a car company, but you won't win Formula One in a hybrid. Well, you'll never compete off-road. What about when there is no road? No gas. They've challenged us to do a lot of things. What will we do next? Honda, the power of dreams.
Usually, 80% less of something isn't very good, unless it's spending 80% less on your medications. Get up to 80% off your prescriptions with a free VCRX discount card. The card works on more than 10,000 prescriptions at over 35,000 pharmacies nationwide. Saving with VCRX is so easy, you could even say it's a, well, you know. Visit VCRX.org and start saving today.
At Firestone, the people that bring their cars to us aren't just ordinary customers. They're never just a number. They're our neighbors, and that's why we do everything we can to treat them as such.
I don't see cars, I see customers. That's not a vehicle that I'm working on, that's Jim and Shannon. Those are our customers, and, we got to make sure that whenever they leave our repair shop, they're going to make it home to their families.
Helping our neighbors since 1926. Firestone Complete Auto Care.
Your Wyndham is waiting. When bucket lists need checking, points need redeeming, work trips need crushing.
It's not getting super spread out. Like, looking at the track map, like, it's pretty, like,
where you're going,
everyone's still pretty close to each other. That's one thing about IndyCar that's kind of cool.
Your Wyndham is waiting. Get
But
the lowest price at WyndhamHotels.com.
I like a mix of both.
Yeah. Progressive's Home Quote Explorer makes it easy to compare home insurance options.
Man, I told my wife I'd be in here for hours. What do we do now?
We live.
Save time and money with Progressive's Home Quote Explorer. What you do afterwards is up to you.
Oh, I was actually just thinking I would take a nap. Pretty tired.
Okay.
The Premier League is on USA. The title is up for grabs. Saturday, Manchester City, Leeds United. Next Sunday, Arsenal, Newcastle. The Premier League on USA.
You're watching NBC's coverage of Indycar, brought to you by Medical Properties Trust at the very heart of healthcare. Shell, 100% renewable race fuel. Hy-Vee, this racing season helped Hy-Vee reach their goal of 100 million meals by visiting Hy-Vee.com. And by NTT, official sponsor and technology partner of the NTT IndyCar Series. Welcome back to Barber Motorsports Park. Lee Gippy, Townsend Bell, James Hinchcliffe with you, Marty Snyder and Kevin Lee, Dave Burns, enjoying a beautiful day here in the South. Birmingham, Alabama, on race day. IndyCars at this most beautiful racing venue as we're getting close to lap 10 of 90. So shortly we're going to start talking about pit stops. So let's take a look at the pit stop window prediction powered by NTT.
That 27 to 33 lap window would be a two-stop strategy to get home. If you're going to three-stop, your window really starts opening up now. It all depends on how you feel you're hanging on to your red tires. So that's Grosjean, Palou, Award. They can bail out any time and try to come to pit lane. But so far for Grosjean, right now, he's about a second slower per lap than he was just 4 laps ago. He would still have to go another 20 laps. So I'm going to be watching that lap time very specifically. He's both saving fuel and limited by tire grip.
So like we say, Townsend, we're just at the start of the window for those three stoppers. We think Scott McLaughlin right here is on into number 3 in Penske. He is all over the back with Scott Dixon. We've seen him using his push to pass, hitting that button. We know that burns fuel, so he seems to be getting after it, but not able to make hay and get around the number 9 PNC Bank machine right in front.
Told me this morning, right before the morning warm-up, feel good. Not sure if we're going to be able to get the win power-wise. I feel like we can have a little bit more, but I do feel good. I've been enjoying this weekend. I like this track. So we'll see how this works for the Team Penske man, who is the highest placed team car at the moment, running 5th in that pursuit of Scott Dixon.
We'll see what that shot looks like maybe in another 5 laps. The back of Dixon's car already starting to get just a little bit squirrely on power down and on corner entry as he trail breaks into some of these corners. McLaughlin looks very much at ease to just ride right now and study the 6-time champion and try to wait to see when he can bounce. Even right there, you see how Dixon's having to crab all the way out, use the full radius of the corner just to try to take care of the tire. So this is going to get very interesting pretty soon.
Let's go up a few positions, Marty Snyder, to the 2nd place car, the Ridgeline Lubricants Honda for Chip Ganassi Racing. Tell us more about this below.
Boy, Jeff, it's so interesting to watch these teams attempting to do it on 2 stops like Alex below. So why was he then so aggressive at the start of the race? The plan between he and Barry Wanzer was to attack. If Grosjean in front of them was not doing the pace they thought they could do, try and get the lead if they could, and then save fuel. When they did not get the lead, Kevin, they slowed way down, but you can expect those 3 stoppers to come in about 2 laps.
And I think it was a similar plan for Pato O'Ward right behind there in that Arrow McLaren car. You saw how aggressive he was at the start. I think if he got to the front, he was going to try to dictate the pace and do a 3-stopper. Now he's been talking about it's a good number. This is our long stint. By the way, also, he's been warned, hey, that's Scott Dixon behind you. You might want to keep an eye on him because he's not real happy with you.
We told you that story at the top of the race. That carries over from 2 weeks ago at the Acura Grand Prix of Long Beach when there was a collision between those two. Ultimately, it was the beginning of a snowball effect that ended Scott Dixon's race, and the 6-time champ none too happy. Let's take you inside the Arrow McLaren team. Bit of a listen with some spy cam.
There, I'll try to watch your back for Dixon into turn 12. You're doing good right now, bud.
Will Anderson on the radio there just saying, hey, I'll keep an eye on Dixon for you, just in case. We'll watch out if there is any immediate threat. Let's remind you, if you weren't with us for Long Beach, what went down between these guys. Boom, wheel-to-wheel contact, Dixon in the tires.
I mean, straight out of the NHL, that was just a full-blown hip check right into the wall for Dixon. Indycar officials reviewed the situation, said, hey, good hard racing. Dixon didn't see it that way at all, and he said gloves will come off if that's the way O'Ward wants the race be.
So O'Ward approached Dixon this weekend. He went up not to apologise, went up to discuss it, and went in to give him a hug. Scott said, no thanks, no hugs here. We're not that close, and I'm not that good with you at the moment, let's be honest.
You don't hug the Iceman or else you get frostbite.
I was going to say, you don't often see the Iceman get hot, but he seems to be a little bit warm over this whole Pato O'Ward situation, and they do run line and stern on track. It's going to be interesting to see if Scott does have a window in one of these corners, how it plays out.
And you heard me at the start of the race ask O'Ward if he's concerned about what happens if he finds Dixon on the track. Well, he's found Dixon on the track. O'Ward said, oh no, next race I'm focused forward. I don't think that's the same for the driver of the Blue and Orange PNC car right now.
And let's not forget about the Goodrich Chevrolet behind. That's Scott McLaughlin. We told you he's been one of the sneaky fast guys this weekend. And Newgarden is on pit road. First Team Penske car in. Marty?
Yeah, and I think you're going to see the Chevys kind of come early here, especially the Team Penske cars. You might see the McLaren cars follow suit. Newgarden was asked about that right rear. He said it's not ideal, but I can live with it for the rest of the day. You see those alternate tires going on, sticker alternates for Joseph Newgarden, Kevin.
The plan had been a 2-stopper and try to save for Felix Rosenquist, but it now go as fast as you want to go. He had already gotten by 4 more cars. He comes in. He's done with the alternates, if he likes, on primary Firestones and shell fuel. Rosenquist back out.
Hey, Marty, I'm a little surprised to see Newgarden come in on blacks. I would have thought that would be the stint to run long on.
Yeah, and I think that was the thought originally. You know, and I've got to wonder if this suspension damage has something to do with it. No caution at the start as well, Townsend, which the Chevy teams kind of needed. But remember, it's going to depend on how well Newgarden's car handles, but they used this strategy last year. They were in a perfect spot. Looked like they were going to win the race strategy-wise until the caution came out and caught them out. So Newgarden trying to play that same play in the playbook this year.
Rossi in. Kevin Lee standing by. He's coming away, Kev.
And Alexander Rossi really liked checked his car this morning in the warm-up. Keep in mind, this is his first road course appearance for this team. So while he's been on the streets, it's a little bit different. He's cautiously optimistic they were going to be good. Feels better as the weekend goes along. And he can go hard down with some clean track, try to make up some time, and hope it stays green at the right times.
Guys, I wonder, with Rossi also taking the blacks off, I wonder if they're looking at the pace of the leader. Grosjean seems to be hanging on fine, doing high 109s right now. 15 laps into the stint. He's halfway there. If he's on a two-stopper, maybe everybody's saying, hey, the red looks like it's the tire and a half now. That wasn't the case this morning during warm-up.
No, and it's still tough to know because these tires, they can just hit a cliff after 20 laps where the lap time falls off significantly, and then you'd have to hang on for 9 or 10 more before you could come in to switch onto the primaries. But right now, Alexander Rossi, Felix Rosenquist, as we see McLaughlin in the pits now. As you said, Marty, all these pits.
Shane McLaughlin's pitting.
Looking for that clean air and fast lap times.
Coming your way, Kevin Lee.
And when I talked to Scott before the race, I think he was being honest and said, I'm not sure which way we're going to go.
Scott McLaughlin.
Options. It depends on what happens in front of me. He said, what I definitely want is I wanted to stay green. That increases things. It's going to increase the entertainment of this race. So McLaughlin, who started on the primaries, unlike those around him, is back out. Will Power, who started more towards the mid-pack, is also out. By the way, he told us yesterday in qualifying, they're ready for an engine chance. It's a little bit down on Power, just because it's not as fresh as some others. He's going to try to do what he can and just salvage some points.
All teams changing their engines after today to prepare for the month of May. Fresh power for the Indy Grand Prix, and then the big track leading up to the 107th running of the Indianapolis 500 exclusive to NBC.
The #1 rated brand in cordless outdoor power brings you the Select Cut mower, built to exceed the power of gas. Customized with Ego's revolutionary dual-blade cutting system with 3 interchangeable blades. Featuring Ego's patented lithium battery technology, it cuts for over an hour on a single charge. And touch-drive self-propelled technology makes it effortless. The Ego Power Plus Select Cut mower, exclusively at Lowe's, Ace, and Ego authorized dealers.
Big cities to small towns and on main streets across the U.S., you'll find PNC Bank, helping businesses both large and small, communities, and the people who live and work there grow and thrive. We're proud to call these places home too. They're where we put down roots, and where together we work to help move everyone's financial goals forward. PNC Bank.
Yo, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry, y'all. I've been missing your comments for like the last... I did not forget that I was live. I'm sorry. My iPad is so stupid and my screen will freeze randomly, and that's where my chat is on. So my screen froze like 15 minutes ago. So, what is up, Andy?
We have to get them off they said. But they weren't part of a gang spreading hate and terror.
But yes, we got a link.
Snicker.
I'm not saying that word. Even though technically it's not the word, I'm not saying it.
So you only pay for what you need. Woo! We gotta go get.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, liberty.
GetRefunds.com, powered by Innovation Refunds, can help your business get a payroll tax refund even if you got PPP.
But yeah, I'm sorry about that, y'all.
I went on their website, uploaded everything, and I was blown away what they could do.
GetRefunds.com has helped businesses get over $1 billion, and we can help your business too. Qualify your business for a big refund in 8 minutes. Go to GetRefunds.com to get started. Powered by Innovation Refunds.
As we welcome you back to Barber Motorsports Park here in Birmingham, Alabama, it's time for today's Honda Driver Profile. And we take a look at 6-time series champion Scott Dixon. Do you know that 41 of his 53 career victories have come with Honda?
Can you answer my P2P tire question? Oh.
And of course, you would expect that he drives
What's the red and white the black. Are you talking about IndyCar or F1? I know nothing about IndyCar, Jaden. I know a little more about F1. The red tire, and what's the black tire? I'm assuming the red and black. Oh, wait. Yeah, I'm actually curious. I'm curious about that now.
Started the race in 9th position this year on the alternate tire and really didn't have that much to complain about until his team asked for a balance check about lap 15. He said they're just starting to coat off a bit here, the tires on this car. They'll be coming in soon to get those off, Marty.
Winning the two-stop strategy at Barber over the years has proven to be the right call, but it's a handful on these alternate tires.
All right. Primary black. The black sidewall primary Firestone race tires offers a competitive balance between speed, cornering, and durability. Firehawk primary tires are used on all three types of track. Alternate red. Visually differentiated by red sidewalls, Firestone alternate tires have a softer compound than primary tires, allowing for faster speeds in cornering but quicker wear. Alternate tires are used on road and street tracks only. And then the rain tires.
Knows what they're talking about, but I see Colton Herta on the button a lot here. I wonder if maybe he's thinking about diving in.
But IndyCar does not run oval races in the rain.
Right now, I think he feels he would be a little faster if he could get by, so maybe he's trying to see if he can make a move and find that gap of clean air in front, catch back up to the leaders, because right now,
You get all that, Jaden?
seconds back to Scott Dixon.
Here is Scott Dixon in the PNC Bank Honda for Chip Ganassi Racing. Let's take a closer look at his Firestone tires.
What about P2P left? I have no idea. If you're talking about this right here, I have no idea what that means.
Driving to a fuel number, it does take care of the tires a little bit better.
What the hell, Andy? Why are you sending me this?
You wear down those alternates a little bit faster, but right now, Scott Dixon, Model Award, Alex Below, Roman Grosjean, your top four, all just taking care of fuel and tires. You hear that back off call to Colton Herta.
Yeah, that's Scott Harder. You're the one complaining about the tires going away. Back off a little bit, save some tires, because we still have about 10 laps before we stop.
That was Christian Lundgaard in the Hy-Vee Honda for Rahal Letterman Lanigan Racing. Here we go, we ride on board with the Danish driver. His best qualifying of this year, lifting the spirits of Team RLL.
Yeah, but importantly, Lundgaard on the harder black tire, so we've definitely reached that crossover point where for Lundgaard, everything still feels pretty good in the cockpit. The balance of the car is stable. It's not doing anything wicked.
Yes, I did. Thanks. You're welcome, Gene.
You can tell, really kind of struggling. A lot of oversteer, a lot of snappiness to the car at the back end.
There's some important numbers coming your way with Firestone telemetry. Let's go for a ride.
Really long coast phase into the middle of the corner, and then a very dramatic short shift. You're going to kind of tractor pull the motor, keep it on the peaky part of the power band, and just try to roll the power on and keep that tire from slipping or spinning up as Colton Herta's getting challenged by his teammate.
And Lundgaard goes past Renus VK, so two positional changes right there at turn 5.
See, I really like what Christian Lundgaard and the Rahal Letterman Lanigan team has done here by starting on those primaries. Yes, at some point they do have to run the alternates by the rule, but if you push that to the final stint, Townsend, the racetrack's rubbered in a little more and it tends to wear a little bit less dramatically. So this could be a really good strategy call for the 45 to start on those primaries, go to primaries again in that second stint, and save the Reds for the final stint.
This is the first place that Lundgaard ever drove an Indycar back in 2021, so he feels at home at Barber Motorsports Park. Some important NTT data.
Yeah, just looking at the leader, obviously Lundgaard's been trapped in some traffic there, so this lap that he just completed was a 109.8.
Push to pass? I'm so confused.
Being stuck in traffic, that puts Lundgaard quicker right now on track.
Explain.
Then Roman Grosjean the leader, so Lundgaard things playing out exactly as they expected. Start slowly progressing to the front, and then in this part of the tire window, about 7 laps before you pit, you're really going to start pushing.
Oh!
Hurta's really struggling.
That was
further down to Marcus
close.
Honda on Honda there. Chip Ganassi racing on Andretti Autosport. You hear James and Townsend and the guys talking about 2 stops versus 3. The one big variable in all of that is caution. And how many cautions do we have? How many caution laps, Hinch? There's never been a race here with 0 cautions.
Yeah, but so far so good. If you don't have it at the start, the next most common time is right around those pit stop windows when the tires are very worn or when you're coming out of the pits on cold tires, Marty. So there's still a huge potential for yellows to come.
Yeah, how's Colton Herta doing behind the wheel? Listen in.
Yeah, we got rest for dead. 10-4. 10-4.
I mean, just begging to come in, and this is a tough point. Hinch, didn't you say this is a crossover? Hanging on right now. There you go. He's saying, I don't know if I can make it to lap 30 like you want me to.
Well, I think the mistake was getting up behind VK and really trying to press and get by, and all of a sudden you lose downforce on the car, you're in dirty air, you ask the tires to handle most of the grip as opposed to the downforce, and then you abuse those tires and you just don't get them back after that. Meanwhile, let's not forget about the race leader. The Delaware Light Honda of Romain Grosjean is comfortably 1.5 seconds out in front.
Hey, at least IndyCar doesn't have stages. It's IndyCar's version of overtake, gain a short power boost. It's kind of like DRS. Yeah.
The best way to experience something in life is for yourself. And Firestone tires were built for getting out there. For 3-day weekends. And for testing the waters. Try Firestone tires for 90 days. If you're not fully satisfied, we'll refund or replace. Whatever you drive, drive a Firestone.
Hey, and one more. I think we got it.
Yeah, let's focus on the RV.
RV?
Okay, everybody look at the RV and smile.
This is what you want for your family portrait?
Good point. We bundled the boat with our home and auto first. Hey, team, get on in here.
Team?
Oh.
Fun. Now everyone say 24/7 financial protection with Progressive. 24/7 financial protection with Progressive. Okay, let's get some singles and me on the bike. Honey?
Yeah.
Dude, what are you doing? I'm protecting my car. That's too much work. WeatherTech is so much easier. Laser measured fluid liners over there, screen protector, and cargo liner back there. Nice. Out here, side window deflectors, and mud flaps, and the bump step to keep the bumper dent free. Cool. It's the best protection for your vehicle, new or pre-owned. Great. But where do I order? WeatherTech.com.
At Honda, hybrid is more than fuel efficiency. It's powerful and fun to drive. Functionality and technology that's paving the way for tomorrow. The all-new 2023 Accord Hybrid. Hybrid, defined by Honda. Honda, proud partner of the NTT Indycar Series.
Get ready, USFL. First up on NBC and Peacock, the Memphis Showboats take on the Michigan Panthers. Then, New Orleans Breakers square up against the New Jersey Generals. This is the USFL.
64 laps to go here in this race at Barber Motorsports Park. Need to remind you about the NTT IndyCar Series drivers and their teams. Again, compete for more than $1 million in the People Ready Force for Good Challenge.
Everyone drop a like on the stream.
Series race on all 3 different types of
I want to thank everybody for being in here.
Of course, this is the first road course of the year.
I know there's no NASCAR today, and we're all sad about that, but we had to get our racing fixed somehow, so we are thankful for IndyCar for being here.
Most recent winner, first time winner, we should say, on
on the streets of Long Beach, California. So that $1 million still up for grabs.
Speaking of Newgarden, you can just see in the helicopter shot that blue and white PPG car on the press, working the three-stop strategy. Here he is, up behind a struggling Rinus VK. He'll get another one. Marty, this is exactly what they want, being able to move through traffic on the three-stop strategy.
I mean, at times, Townsend, Joseph Newgarden has been 2 seconds faster than the leader. So this is where the three-stop.
I wonder if everyone on Twitter is watching IndyCar. Like,
traffic, gotta slow down. Newgarden hasn't slowed down. He's still cutting through traffic right now. He has gained about 10 spots since he came out, and those on the two-stop strategy coming in about 2 to 3 laps.
The drivers on the three-stop strategy. Yes, you stop an extra time. Yes, you're racing faster. But the downside, James Hinchcliffe, is it is physically brutal.
So much harder driving 10/10ths for the entire race rather than fuel saving, as we said. Colton Herta, he had to bail Marty a couple laps shy of what he wanted.
I mean, begging to coming in early on the two-stop window side. He gets those primary tires, those fresh primary tires, waiting on fuel a little bit. Herta leads, so this will open the window for the two-stoppers.
Joseph Newgarden getting rid of Simon Pagenaud, now up to 8th. And when you think about it, this is essentially what he's running. Everybody in front has 2 stops to make. He has 2 stops to make, so he's going to have a lot more fuel to burn in those next 2 stints. So this is shaping up real nice for Joseph Newgarden.
This is where Newgarden really needs to make hay, is when everybody starts to peel off for the pit lane on the two-stop strategy. Newgarden up ahead has clean air.
probably should be watching the Red Sox right now. Speaking of them.
With a full send mentality.
Here's Christian Lundgaard, their friends.
Are they in the top of the 9th?
They are going to put on their alternate reds, a fresh set, so that will suffice for
Yeah.
Day gets those primaries on third. He was the only one of that top dozen who was running in the primaries. Also on reds in that first group, going backwards though was Rinus VK, and so now they will go to their Firestone primary tires. VK was only complaining about the loss of speed based on the degradation on that first set.
Released is the Bitnile Chevy, the Ed Carpenter Racing driver, the 21-year-old Dutchman. Out he goes again. That last portion of that opening stint was rough going for him.
Remember, he was battling with Colton Herta earlier. Where's Colton Herta? This is one of the blend battles we'll be watching. There goes Rinus VK. Here comes Colton Herta on hot tires. So there you see what the over-under looks like on when they pit. On board here with Herta, VK just up ahead.
That's VK ahead on cold tires, 4 position.
4 position, these in-laps and out-laps are what it's all about in these sequences. And Colton Herta a little bit wide there in turn 5 as Pato O'Ward and Scott Dixon are in the pits. 2 of the leaders, Kevin, have come to pit lane.
Pato O'Ward said the tire deck was not bad. He made it work, getting to the lap he needed, 29. He's going to primaries this time. Marty, there's Scott Dixon right around him.
Working lap 30, Scott Dixon comes in and minute. Boy, those alternates were a handful. Look at that, 3 turns of front wing going to the primaries for Dixon. He feels like this has been their strength the entire weekend. Watch him on this one. Also, look at that battle up there.
How about that? Dixon on the attack of O'Ward. There's David Malukas. He's going to be right in the middle of this. And watch this run down to turn 5. Both on those cold tires. First lap out of the pits. This is the part of the track where Pato O'Ward sealed the deal for his victory a year ago. And he's able to stay a couple of car lengths ahead of Dixon.
I wonder what Pato O'Ward is thinking, looking in his mirrors, knowing full well how mad Dixon still is about Long Beach. Dixon's been on him the whole race. Still 60 laps for Dixon to just prowl back there and wait.
Rarely you want to look in your mirror and see Scott Dixon. If you're Pato O'Ward today, it's the last person you want to see, just knowing what's happening is now Dixon's having to defend against Christian Lundgaard, who's on those alternate tires. Christian needs to pounce now if he's going to make this swap stick. And the leaders are in.
That's 4th position. Here is Grosjean.
29 laps in the books. Romain Grosjean has led every one of them so far. Those primary tires going on. Alex Palou at the front end of pit road going to primaries as well. We'll see the race here. Look at that. A long stop for the 10. Ericsson also in. And Grosjean with a good jump here on pit road.
There's Grosjean. Here comes Alex Palou. Oh, that's close. Super close between the Ganassi and the McLaren.
Oh, Oh, this is going to be spicy down to turn 5. Townsend side by side through 4 below in the marbles.
Otto's got the advantage on tires, and Pillow had to run wide through the dirty section of the track. So nice move from O'Ward. That puts a car between him and Scott Dixon.
That just shows the undercut really worked by pitting a lap sooner, getting out on those fresh primaries. They were able to overtake Pato O'Ward, at least, or sorry, Pato was able to overtake O'Ward.
Check this out, though. Christian Lundgaard, all of a sudden, this Rahal Letterman Lanigan Honda in the conversation with the likes of Ganassi and McLaren. Here comes Christian Lundgaard.
You got to be smart here. I know he wants to pounce, but there are cars battling for position in front. You don't want to make a move. Close it right up. Out at turn 13. Will he dive down the inside? Scott covers.
Dixon defends. He knows that Newgarden-style move. And look at this. On the last turn, Lundgaard pounces and gets Scott Dixon. That's a savvy move.
That was a beautiful pass from Christian Lundgaard. Rico, his strategist, telling him, yeah, that was nice, but guys, we got to think big picture.
Well, because Lundgaard pitted on lap 28 on the early side, so to make that stretch to the end, he's really got to figure out some ways to coast it.
Just ask back to the team what number. He wants to know for sure, and so he gets on it.
Yeah, that'd be a useful piece of information right now.
The number is a lot more conservative than what you're doing. Here's that slip move. Whoa!
Yeah, Dixon covered off the inside of turn 16 here, which kind of sacrificed. Look at that. He had to check up a little bit for Alex Below, who's still getting up to speed on those front tires. Perfect read from Christian Lundgaard.
I love Lundgaard's intelligence there to go wide, pick up the clean air. That was like an oval move, but in a right-hander.
Now the next one on his list is Alex Below in that Bridgeway lubricant green machine. Up front though, on the alternative strategy, Joseph Newgarden leads the way.
We are here when families need us the most and are trusting us to be our best for their children. Here for all the little moments and major milestones. We are here for all the firsts and all the lasts and all the days in between. We are here every day, helping, healing, learning, discovering. We are here.
Crafts, sporting goods, restaurants, and the future of NASCAR all from your neighborhood. DoorDash.
This is the Premier League on USA.
Dear Spring, you're just in time for 3.99 APR financing for 48 months on new 23 Toyota Camry, Corolla, Highlander, and RAV4 models. Signed, Burdick Toyota, your Camry connection.
The online car search was starting to get frustrating. Have you found anything yet?
This one looks okay.
What about this one?
It's so green.
Hey guys, how can I help?
Billy Whitaker? In our kitchen?
We're buying a car or truck. Billy Whitaker believes shopping online is fine.
Red
but
Sox
always drive
win.
before you buy, and never buy until you know you're good to go.
Dear Spring, you're the perfect season to check out Toyota Tough Trucks in stock. Now with 3.99 for 48 financing on a new 23 Toyota Tacoma. Signed, Burdick Toyota. Shop BurdickToyota.com.
Join me for NBC3 Sports weeknights.
Every state in the lead up to today's race, the Children's of Alabama Indy Grand Prix. But Award Marcus Erickson visited patients of the Children's of Alabama, had on Marcus played Hot Wheels, signed posters, even painted cars with the young fans. And each child accompanying an Indycar driver has a connection to Children's of Alabama and represents over 600,000 kids that are treated at Children's of Alabama every year. Great to see the driver involvement, great to see the kids here having fun at an IndyCar race. That's what it is all about. used to be this man's home race. Joseph Newgarden of Hendersonville, Tennessee, and that was until we started racing in downtown Nashville in the Music City Grand Prix, the Big Machine Music City Grand Prix. Can't wait to go back there this year. Big weekend with Monster Energy Supercross there yesterday in Nashville. Joseph Newgarden out in front. Remember, he's on that three-stop strategy.
Yeah, it's a good time to remind ourselves, where do things shake out? Let's take a look at this graphic to summarize right now as they run the top three drivers on the two-stop. That's Grosjean, O'Ward, and Pelot. The top three on the three-stop strategy. Newgarden on board now with McLaughlin and Alexander Rossi. How does it play out? Well, if you're on a three-stop strategy, you need to end up on that before the final stop with about a 30-second delta, because you've got two more stops to go for everybody else's one stop.
And right now, if you look at it, Newgarden leading, Grosjean down in 7th. It's a 22-second gap at the moment. And you got to think, for the entire race, Joseph can drive a ferocious pace if he wants to, even when these pit cycles happen. All those two-stoppers are still going to have to be conserving fuel.
So that's the number to watch, the delta between Newgarden and Grosjean for right now. Newgarden needs to grow that to about 30 seconds on this stint.
Oh, you see Newgarden there, just had to catch his PPG Chevy. Here's a replay from a couple of laps ago. David Malukas in the red, black, and white HMD Motorsports with Dale Coyne Racing Honda up against the man who has led 30 laps here today, Romain Grosjean. This was close between the two Honda drivers at turn 5.
Didn't happen there, but David Malukas does get him later and is now running in front on the three-stop strategy.
But that's important for Grosjean's team to remind them, hey, they're on a completely different strategy. They have to do it on pace. Don't get too caught up in defending here. Grosjean got caught up in defending right there, James.
He sure did, but David Malukas now down into turn 5. A little bit further alongside this time. Maybe a little bit of
that was a show of force.
Yeah. Remember what happened there last year late in the race? Grosjean and Graham Rahal got into it and hit not once, but twice. By the way, young David Malukas, Little Dave as he's now known, is running in the top 10 in the NTT IndyCar Series Championship points in his second year of competition.
Oh, look at that.
Teammates have swapped positions. McLaughlin gets ahead of Joseph Newgarden, and Newgarden looks like he's got his hands full with that PPG Chevy.
2 more laps.
Oh, that's why. We saw it on the previous lap, and it was going away from him. Newgarden is in for the second of 3 stops.
All right, Joseph Newgarden's pitting. Is this going to be his final stop?
Out of this one, coming in for freshies.
But all within the range of what they had planned to do all along. Newgarden has really struggled on the alternate tires, even though they're going to go to another set of alternate tires here. These are going to be scuffed alternate tires going on for Joseph Newgarden. I would expect this stint to be even shorter. Remember, he has that issue from earlier with the right rear suspension, so you got to wonder if that is playing a part here in the handling as well for the 2 car.
Let's take a look at the replay of McLaughlin making the move on his teammate. Into that fast section, Newgarden really doesn't try to defend. Now, gotta wonder, why is Newgarden going to use reds? That's because he only has to do 22 laps to make it to that window for his final stop, presumably on sticker blacks, as there is a stalled car, the 51 of Stingray.
Stopped car on track. That's going to be a caution.
Has come to a stop. Is this going to bring out the first full course caution?
Did Tim Cindric see this happening and call Newgarden in? Alexander Rossi dives into pit lane. They're going to try to get here before that yellow comes, and Scott McLaughlin, the leader, in as well.
If you're a 3-stopper, you want a box right now.
Kevin, it was a caution last year that undid the 3-stop strategy.
No caution yet.
Will it play in their favor today?
As we watch them come in, Scott McLaughlin, by the way, right before he passed Joseph Newgarden, was told, this is working, trying to explain the strategy to the drivers too. He said, we need to pick up another 8 seconds to make this work out to a win. McLaughlin out first, then Rossi in this group. Power follows.
This is pretty understandable. IndyCar said that if they know there's a pit sequence that we're in the middle of and the car is stopped offline in a safe place, the driver hasn't made contact with anything, they'll leave it green and let those cars go through the pits before the yellow.
I think that's dumb. If it's a danger, it's a danger.
Now, this isn't great for the 3-stoppers because they didn't have that full 30-second advantage.
Now this guy's just going to sit here.
Still not terrible.
Well, the yellow comes out, then it stacks them up, and they all just have to make
Caution.
one more stop. So I think it's good news. Caution.
So the trend continues, meaning the trend of no race here at Volvo Motorsports Park in the NTT IndyCar Series has ever gone caution-free. And the stranded rookie of Stingray Rob.
It's
Out of turn 9, driver's right, pulled off to the side. Clearly looks like some sort of mechanical issue.
Team Penske crew just talking about their most recent stop for Joseph Newgarden.
So just looking at timing, Romain Grosjean stayed out. So did Pato O'Ward. But McLaughlin, Newgarden, they'll have fresh tires and max fuel to just go after the yellow, maybe only 17 laps or something to get to the final stop. So this is going to be fun. You're going to see Grosjean really having to defend on used tires,
especially with
still some fuel save. Oh yeah,
right behind him.
This just suddenly swung Team Penske's way in a big way. Perfect timing on the strategy.
Yeah, that one sort of bit Joseph Newgarden the way it all happened. He's down at 7th right now. I guess because he had to do a full out lap by pitting before the yellow came. Maybe that was part of what the difference between McLaughlin.
Look at all the spent rubber on the track. Yeah, if you're, let's see, they're reordering the field a little bit there. Nope. I think if you're McLaughlin right now, you're stoked.
Yeah, you're laughing because you pit 8 laps later than Romain Grosjean last time, which means you've got a ton of fuel. This yellow is going to help the 2 stoppers. You're getting a few laps on a yellow. It should be a long one, though, so it's still going to be a bit of a save, but not for McLaughlin. It's going to be 10-10s full bore for him.
What a second half we've got lined up for you here at Barber Motorsports Park. Stick around.
We switched to Liberty Mutual and saved $652.
So we're under our first caution after 38
With the money we
laps.
saved, we can use our electric unicycles. Careful, babe. Saving was definitely easier.
Go 90.
It's actually...
Okay, show off. Oh. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Pod's biggest sale of the year is now extended. Save up to 30% on moving and storage, and see why Pods has been trusted with over 6 million moves nationwide. Save up to 30% now. This offer won't last long. Visit pods.com today.
Ray Magliozzi here. When you need parts, eBay Motors ensures a guaranteed fit. Let's say you'll need headlights and the bumper. At least you can skip the car wash. Just go to eBay Motors. The check means a guaranteed fit. Let's ride.
From big cities to small towns and on main streets across the U.S., you'll find PNC Bank, helping businesses both large and small, communities, and the people who live and work there grow and thrive. We're proud to call these places home too. They're where we put down roots, and where together we work to help move everyone's financial goals forward. PNC Bank.
Time is yours to make the most of. In one race, you can cement your legacy. In one weekend, you can carve your own path. In 2 years, you can make thrills more accessible for more people. And in 110 years, Pennzoil can make a motor oil so advanced, the most ambitious among us can trust it in their engine. Pennzoil, long may we drive. Ask for it at Jiffy Lube.
If your business kept on employees through the pandemic, GetRefunds.com can see if it may qualify for a payroll tax refund of up to $26,000 per employee, even if it received PPP. And all it takes is 8 minutes to get started. Then we'll work with you to fill out your forms and submit the application. That easy. And if your business doesn't get paid, we don't get paid. GetRefunds.com has helped businesses like yours claim over $2 billion, but it's only available for a limited time. Go to GetRefunds.com, powered by Innovation Refunds.
NBC's coverage of Indycar brought to you by Liberty Mutual Insurance. Only pay for what you need. Hy-Vee, this racing season, help Hy-Vee reach their goal of 100 million meals by visiting Hy-Vee.com. United Rentals, official equipment rental services provider of Indycar, Great All Weather Planning and Racing. And by Ego, #1 rated brand in cordless outdoor power equipment. Lovely day to be outdoors here in Birmingham, Alabama. Just look at this glorious afternoon we have here in the south. For the 13th time, Indycar has raced at this beautiful venue. Biggest crowd. Marty mentioned this at the top of the broadcast, by the way. We just got official word before we came on the air. Biggest crowd they've seen in some 10 years here for this Indycar race, which is phenomenal in this Children's of Alabama Grand Prix. At this stage, 49 to go. And it's anyone's, and it's up for anyone to play for. And you've got two very different stories at the front of the field with Romain Grosjean defending. He's been out there a lot longer than the recently pitted Scott McLaughlin. McLaughlin on the softer red compound tyres, and he's going to be going on maximum attack. Let's talk more about the three. Here's Kevin Lee.
And not only do fans need to be kept abreast of the strategies, drivers too. Let's listen to 3 radio.
He's still going to say fuel, you said? We're both on a one stopper, but this helps him. But he's still going to have to save fuel. We do not have to save any fuel. Having said that, Will did run the used red. It was plenty fine on him for that whole stick.
There you go. That sets up for big Scotty Mack.
All right.
McLaughlin on Grosjean at the front of this field. Don't lose sight of a third place car.
Going back green.
Alex below in green in that Ridgeline Lubricants car. Ready to go back to racing here at Barber. Grosjean will lead this field to green, but how long will he stay in the lead? Here we go.
Pretty good jump from Grosjean. He only has to go about 17 more laps to make his last stop to get to the end. But McLaughlin will be pressing hard.
And it's the two guys who gave us that ultimate theater on the streets of St. Petersburg to start the year. McLaughlin and Grosjean going for the win again. Here's Pato O'Ward runner Alex Palou defending from Christian Lundgaard. And Lundgaard does the over and under beautifully.
Remember, no push to pass yet, and what a great move from Christian Lundgaard on those softer alternate tires to go around the 2021 Series champion. Great driving.
Think about it. What a relief it is for Ray Hornet and Lanigan to see that high-V Honda up there and Lundgaard leading the charge for the team. Nice work there, young man. Yes, the 21-year-old Dane is flying. McLaughlin had an inside look there at Grosjean.
He's starting to get big eyes, Scotty Mack. He knows he's got a really good shot today. Watching that Team Penske number 3 really squirm around, though, behind Grosjean.
He does have those alternate tires on the number 3. The Delaware Life Honda is on the primaries. They are they? They should be. He started on primaries.
You're right.
So if they're used reds, he has to go to red.
And then he's restocked.
No, here we go. Look at this. Way out wide at turn 5. That is a real hot spot for Romain Grosjean. Not only Graham Rahal, then David Malukas, and now Scott McLaughlin.
This is going to be a long battle. This is going to be a long 15 laps for Grosjean to hang on.
Good drive, be smart here. We got time.
Be smart. We've got time to call. And those two have taken off from Pato O'Ward in third place in the Arrow McLaren Chevy.
And if you're Grosjean, you want to have McLaughlin get close, because the closer McLaughlin is, the more difficult it is to drive in dirty air, the more McLaughlin will be forced to use his tires. You don't want to let McLaughlin by, but he doesn't mind McLaughlin trying really hard close behind.
Ready for the uphill line, totally wide turn 4. Run to turn 5. Does McLaughlin have an inside option here? Not quite close enough.
Let's take a look at this point in the race on push to pass. They had 200 seconds to start. Look at McLaughlin. Look at how frugal Grosjean has been. 140 seconds still left.
And he was the same at Long Beach 2 weeks ago. Very conservative on the push to pass, the Frenchman.
He kind of has to be from a fuel standpoint, though, guys. When you hit that push to pass, those extra RPM, that extra horsepower, it drinks fuel.
But, and Jay, that's what I was going to say. He has to be in that position for Grosjean, saving all the push to pass and fuel he can. And I think this caution actually worked well for the two stoppers. If you played the race out, it was not going to work well for them because the three stoppers had so much pace. They told Grosjean before he went back green.
Newgarden doesn't have a lot of P2Ps left. I wonder if he'll run out before the end of the race.
His telemetry, let's look at the same information thanks to
Maybe.
And let's listen question, is Grosjean saving gas? We'll find out here at the end of this straightaway.
Alright, so we just passed halfway.
A little bit of a post-phase dip. He's saving a bit. Michael looks stressed, though, so maybe it's a little closer.
Think about 2 years ago when these two guys came into the sport of Indycar racing. The Delaware Life driver who we ride with now came from the world of Formula One. Scott McLaughlin came from Australian supercars. Both had a great deal of respect for each other, and when Grosjean was asked, who do you like the most out of the rookie crop, he said Scott McLaughlin. Scott McLaughlin has exceptional skills, and I think he's one to watch. These two have come together already on track this year. They've given us a lot of natural motor racing theatre, and they're providing it again.
I wonder if McLaughlin's starting to struggle. Track temp still 110 degrees. Let's ride for just a little bit. As McLaughlin's on that softer tire, how much does he have to hang on at this point, or how much can he push?
Remember, we got plenty of time here. No panicking. Keep the tires with you. We're being looking good.
How much do you like from a driver's standpoint? How much do you like that voice in your head coaching you along the way?
I love it. Super helpful. Super helpful. You got to think we're only just past halfway. So Kyle Moyer in the ear of Scott McLaughlin saying, hey, look, don't panic. Plenty of time to go. And he's absolutely right.
Because what Kyle Moyer knows that McLaughlin probably doesn't is exactly what lap Grosjean put it on. Exactly what they might be saying on the radio to Grosjean. Exactly how many laps are on those tires. He has so much information, Moyer does, as you see him there on the timing stand, that he can make a calm, calculated decision. When you're driving an IndyCar around this racetrack at 10/10ths, it's all-consuming. It's really hard to take a big-picture viewpoint. And if you trust your strategist, you do exactly what they tell you to do.
Kyle Moyer is synonymous with Team Penske, but he was at Andretti Autosport before he joined Penske. This is Elio Castro Neves having a wild ride, exiting turn 1 before rejoining the racing surface. Ooh, who was he right in front of there? Back out on track, and Santino Ferrucci right there.
Graham Rahal on the inside of Connor Daly. Side by side through turn 5. Oh, a little bit of an oversteer there for Graham, and it fires Connor right off the racetrack.
Not intentional. That car just stepped out on Graham Rahal there. Unfortunately, Connor Daly was in the wrong spot.
Yeah, a little right rear kick.
Not intentional at all. I mean, he did look like he was planning to use most of the road on exit. Connor doing a good job hanging on the outside, but it didn't work out for him.
Well, this place is called the Augusta. It's what it's known, and we're with a golf man, Scott McLaughlin. We'll see if he gets the win today.
GetRefunds.com, powered by Innovation Refunds, can help your business get a payroll tax refund even if you got PPP. And it only takes 8 minutes to qualify.
I went on their website, uploaded everything, and I was blown away what they could do.
GetRefunds.com has helped businesses get over $1 billion, and we can help your business too. Qualify your business for a big refund in 8 minutes. Go to GetRefunds.com to get started. Powered by Innovation Refunds.
You need hard-working tires for a hard-earned victory. Firestone tires for driving IndyCar legends. For pushing the limits and pulling it off. For turns 1 to 4 and handling your 9 to 5. Whatever you drive, drive a Firestone.
Are you sure you don't want to go bowling with us tonight?
Yeah, no.
There's my little marzipan. Oh, my daughter gives the best hugs.
We're just passing through on our way to the Jazz Jamboree. And we wanted to thank America's #1 motorcycle insurer for saving us money.
Mara, your parents are
Exactly like me. I know, right?
Well, cherish your friends and loved ones. Let's boogie woogie.
Ego, the #1 rated brand in cordless outdoor power, brings you the world's first power load string trimmer with Line IQ technology. So smart, it loads the line automatically and keeps the line extended to maintain full trimming power. With Line IQ, there are no bumps, so you work faster. Powered by Ego's patented 56-volt arc lithium battery technology, it runs up to 60 minutes on a a single charge. Plus, the same battery powers all Eco tools, exclusively at Lowe's Ace and Eco authorized dealers.
Where Wyndham is waiting. When bucket lists need checking. Points need redeeming. Work trips need crushing. Or anniversaries need celebrating. No matter who you are, where you're going, or why. With 24 trusted brands by Wyndham to choose from, your Wyndham is waiting. Get the lowest price at WyndhamHotels.com.
I get to drive race cars for a living, which I think it's every man's dream, bro.
If it wasn't for having a family, I would not stop thinking about racing. It consumes me.
Catch 100 Days to Indy on the CW.
You're watching NBC's coverage of Indycar, brought to you by Wyndham Hotels and Resorts. 24 brands, thousands of hotels. OneCure.com. Join us as we race to cure cancer in our best friends and ourselves. Armada, premier partner of Ray Hall Letterman Lanigan Racing. Armada, machine tools that drive manufacturing. And by Medical Properties Trust, at the very heart of healthcare. And we're in the very heart of this race. 50 down, 40 to go in the 90-lap race. Children's of Alabama Indy Grand Prix. Time to go through the field. Well, the top five anyway. We kick it off with Marty Snyder.
About 10 laps until these leaders pit for the final time today, Diff. And Romain Grosjean told me yesterday, I'm having more fun in IndyCar than I've had my entire career. I came to Andretti Autosport last year expecting to contend for wins and the championship, and we weren't anywhere in the ballpark. He said, well, I have the best of the car from 2021, the best of the car from 2022, and that win will come, Kevin.
After having only one result inside the top 10 to start the season, Scott McLaughlin said, I don't have to win today, I just need a good result. But I still got the feeling he really thought he had a winning car today. He was really anxious, really excited, and he's been told, you're doing exactly what we need to do. You're going to get the overcut, meaning stay out longer on Grosjean, pick up track time. They feel like they're in the perfect position to win this race. Behind him is Pato O'Ward, who has a little more fuel save. McLaughlin can go hard. Pato was told, if you save me a little bit here, we can go harder in the last stint. They still feel like they're in good position as well for a podium.
Christian Lundgaard in fourth place now. If you're not familiar with telemetry, it allows the team to read the car on track. They can see a lot. Listen.
Good fuel target, -7. The tires make it start. Keep those underneath you. Unless I have the same concern on fuel we do, but Blue definitely does.
The tires are the concern. He's on the alternates right now. They don't want him to use them too much. Remember, he's got to get to the same last spot as everybody else on the primaries, Marty.
Dave, Alex Palou having a very Alex Palou-like day. And remember, it was this stint in this race last year. He went longer, 3 laps longer than anyone else in the field, and he gained 2 spots on that final stop. They're thinking the same exact thing on this run, Diff. Can they go way longer than the rest of the field and gain some track position?
Marty, we learned a lot about Alex Palou last year when he was thrust into the middle of a lot of controversy about where his future was. Was he going to McLaren? Was he staying at Chip Ganassi Racing? Things got legal. But all while there was so much turbulence, this guy galvanized his team at the track and they got on with business. This year it's a lot calmer. It was settled out of court that he would stay with Chip Ganassi Racing for this year. He loves this place, of course, the site of his biggest international win, his first ever NTT IndyCar Series win 2 years ago, and that vaulted him. That was the beginning of great things to come, his first IndyCar title. This guy is Mr. Cool. He doesn't get flustered. He's very stable. What do you call him? The professor
of precision.
Of precision, and that is him to a T.
But watch out, because the flustering could start with Chip Ganassi Racing on a 2-stop strategy, and Team Penske leading the charge on the 3-stop strategy. Let's just take a look at who leads right now on the different strategies. Your top 3 on the 2-stop. This guy, Grosjean, Pato O'Ward, Lundgaard. It's all Team Penske on the 3-stop. When the 2-stop drivers pit in about 6 laps, the other drivers on the 3-stop strategy are going to go full press with clean air. And then we're going to see how they blend together. I think this could be a day where Team Penske owns the podium.
I hear what you're saying. I'm gonna say I don't think so, because you look where Romain Grosjean and Scott McLaughlin are on the racetrack through 12 and 13. Pato O'Ward just through 9 and 10. The lead that they have pulled out, 7.5 seconds over Pato O'Ward. The Penske guys are still going to have to go through all those cars and close that gap. I just don't think that they've got that pace.
But remember, when all those cars pit, there's nobody they have to go through. They just have to go fast. I just don't know if Will Power can close up that much time in clean air. Newgarden also maybe going to struggle, but McLaughlin's looking good.
Yeah, but you just said it's going to be a Penske podium.
I said it potentially could.
Okay. Hang on. The word potentially wasn't in there before.
Go back to the replay box here, guys.
Keep in mind, though, is if when Penske goes on the overcut, they're in the danger zone, meaning if a yellow comes out, it destroys everything.
Let's talk about Romain Grosjean, because he has really found his home here in the NTT IndyCar Series. All signs, and you may have read our friend Marshall Pruitt at Racer.com's article, all signs lead to a contract extension with Michael Andretti and Andretti Autosport. He seems to be somewhat different this year, a lot more settled and calm, and the results are coming. He led 31 laps at St. Pete. Unfortunately, going for the lead, going for the win with Scott McLaughlin, the guy chasing him, it ended in the tyre wall. Texas Motor Speedway led 2 laps and was in the closing group of 5 in the latter stages of the race. It ended in a crash. And Long Beach led no laps, but came away with a beautiful second-place finish. Showed great composure in California 2 weeks ago. Here today, fellas, he has led 47 laps and has withstood pressure from every driver that has come up on his gearbox. Is today Grosjean's day finally? There's still a lot of laps to go.
Medical Properties Trust is pleased to sponsor the Children's of Alabama Indy Grand Prix. Supporting the hospital funds research to new therapies, excellent care for children, and gives them a brighter future. For Medical Properties, giving back to our community remains a priority. 3 days, one victor, thousands of winners, at the very heart of healthcare.
So it's decided. We'll park even deeper into parking spaces so people think they're open.
Surprise!
Can't hear you, Jerry.
All right. Yeah, can we get a system where when someone's bike is in the shop, then we could borrow someone else's?
Or you can get a quote with America's #1 motorcycle insurer and maybe save some money while you're at it.
All in favor of that.
There's a lot of buttons and knobs in here.
Here we go! Jimmy Fallon hosts That's My Jam. NBC Monday.
Dear Spring, you're just in time for 3.99 APR financing for 48 months on new 23 Toyota Camry, Corolla, Highlander, and RAV4 models. Signed, Burdick Toyota, your Camry connection.
Billy Whitaker gives people what they want.
Hi, Billy.
Hey, ladies.
I love my new car.
That's great. If you ever need anything, please let me know.
I will.
Hey.
He helps them find what they're looking for.
What's your name?
Rosie. Rosie. Oh, you found my Rosie. Thank you, Billy.
Anytime.
That's why at Billy Whitaker Cars and Trucks, you're always good to go.
Dear Spring, you're the perfect season to check out Toyota Tough Trucks in stock. Now with 3.99 for 48 financing on a new 23 Toyota Tacoma. Signed, Burdick Toyota. Shop BurdickToyota.com.
Ranchers under siege.
Monday at 6.
Hey race fans, now is your chance to drive away with a new Corvette courtesy of Hy-Vee. That's right, all season you can enter for a chance to win one of 4 Corvettes by grabbing your mobile device and scanning the QR code that you see on your screen right there. Get amongst it, and good luck, you could be winning a Corvette. Lovely to have you with us this afternoon. Lee Diffie, Townsend Bell, James Hinchcliffe with you here at Barber Motorsports Park, and this is the Hy-Vee Honda of Christian Lundgaard, running in a really solid 4th spot. It's been a tough start to the year. Only 1 top 10 for this driver, a couple in the teens. The 3-driver line up at Rahal, Letterman, Lanigan. They've been trying to work out a few wrinkles this year, and this is the most sunshine that has been on the team in 2023.
And he's done it with such a handy bit of driving, especially on racecraft. Made such a great move on Scott Dixon a while ago, and just watching on board, the balance of this high-V car just looks really strong, especially for late in the stint. This is a two-stop driver, so he has 31 laps on his tires right now. Speaking of laps, Marty, lap 59, I'll bet you're starting to see a little bit of activity on pit lane.
Closing in quick on these stops, Townsend. Meanwhile, Joseph Newgarden sitting back in the 6th position, a little bit further behind Christian Newgarden, hanging on to the race car. Here's what he had to say on the radio just a moment ago.
Go help us go another lap. We're right on the edge.
Yeah, I probably won't make it, man. It's really bad. You need to give me used tires.
Here we just need to stay attached to the 10 car.
I got my off right now.
So whatever that suspension damage is really causing problems in the 2 car. Townsend, I wonder if you ever had a car that had something broken in it, but not broken bad enough to slow you down and put you out of the race, but you got to tough it out for the rest of the day.
Oh, yeah, I've pretty much always had something broken on my race cars. I'll tell you what this is hurting, though, is Newgarden is really hurting teammate Will Power because
There is a playlist I made of college football games, over 325 games. Are they like full games?
Joseph Newgarden again losing over a second a lap to the leaders right now.
Yeah, that's cool.
And this whole train behind him is suffering as a result. It's just giving so much breathing room to the top 5.
So Grosjean, McLaughlin, 2 seconds the difference. Then O'Ward a further 8 seconds back. Then Lundgaard, Palou, Newgarden. We pick up this group. Then Scott Dixon, Will Power, Alexander Rossi, and Felix Rosenquist has had to work really hard to get himself back up into the top 10. Here's the Gainbridge Honda of Colton Herta. Marty, he's coming your way.
Coming down pit road, he's talked about how tough it is to hang on at the end of these runs. His teammate Romain Grosjean will come the next lap. You see Herta pitting from the top 5 here. Car's been a little bit way too free for him. Should be the final stop of the day.
Looks like maybe the 28 crew is setting up as well as you ride on board. Mission Foods on board with Alexander Rossi, his teammate Felix Rosenquist all over the back. But this is for 9th and 10th.
Yeah, these are the guys that are at the tail end of this Newgarden train, kind of stacked up. Everybody's getting checked up as you see Romain Grosjean's crew ready to go.
Here he is. That Delaware Life Honda is in. Great job, Romain Grosjean, Marty. He withstood quite a bit of pressure for a long time.
It has been a dominant performance, Diff. He has led all but 9 laps here at Barber Motorsports Park, pitting with 31 laps to go. 0 complaints when they were on the primaries. Can the crew deliver what should be the final stop of the day in quick fashion? They do, Kevin.
Otto O'Ward comes in from 3rd, just a few stalls behind him. So he makes it a 2-stopper. He's going to take a turn of runway onto the primaries for the last 10.
So crucial now for Scott McLaughlin to push. We got to take a look at his lap times when he comes back around. Use the push to pass. Use what's left of those alternate tires and try to see if he can leapfrog Romain Grosjean.
McLaughlin has a pristine half racetrack to himself right now as Newgarden. I don't know how much longer he's going to hold off Scott Dixon and Will Power. They are ready to get by, urgent to get by.
And Alexander Rossi, the last car in that shot you see on the right. Felix Rosenquist is growing impatient as well. By the way, Christian Lundgaard pitted. Here's Dixon. Dixon on the inside of Newgarden. Whoa, just squeezes the PNC back Honda in there. And here, that causes a traffic jam. They're swamping Newgarden.
You're fine. Power's pitting.
Excuse me, pardon me. Here I go. I'm coming through. And Will Power has dived for pit lane. No, he hasn't. He stays out.
He wants to stay out. He's a 3-stopper. He wants clean air right now with Dixon in the pit. So now Power has to make some magic happen and bust out incredible pace.
Alex Palou and Scott Dixon both coming down pit road here. They both were told to push at the end there. Going to be sticker primary tires for the Team Ganassi guys. You see almost a collision there with Kyle Kirkwood, who did a nice job getting to his stall and around Palou. He is in. We'll watch where all these drivers blend out.
So Lundgaard already went through that shot there. Well ahead of Scott Dixon, as you would expect him to be where he stopped last time. Well ahead of the PNC back Honda.
It's about a 27-second. I know he kind of used 30 as the round number, but it's a 27-second loss on pit lane right now. Romain Grosjean 27.4 seconds behind Scott McLaughlin. This is it right now. McLaughlin was the fastest car on track last time by. he has got to make this one work.
You're saying we're going to see St. Petersburg all over again?
Quite literally will be exactly the same. The benefits Scott McLaughlin has, you see him on the push to pass, the blue lights on the side of his dashboard. He is pushing now. He might be coming in, but he'll have a slightly shorter stop with less fuel having to get in.
And here's what they have to contemplate. McLaughlin's got enough fuel to go, but there's lap traffic ahead, so they might have to come in earlier than they wanted because he'll have to slow down if he's trapped, Marty.
Newgarden's in. He's coming your way, Marty. So
Boy, Joseph Newgarden so happy to get here to pit road, get some fresh Firestone's on. Marcus Ericsson having a very quiet but nice day, running around the 8th position. You see all those wing adjustments for those tires. We'll see where these guys cycle out, and should be the Team Penske cars that were leading up front coming in just a moment.
Dixon easily by
Do you like the type of games that I put? Yeah.
as they were when they pitted.
Someone just recorded the end game videos. I put some Syracuse games in there. Did you put any of the games I went to? 2021, Rutgers, or Clemson, or I don't remember the other one. Oh, Liberty.
Earlier than they wanted to get a bigger gap. McLaughlin's car has been great. He's got primary Firestones to go to the rest of the way. No fuel save concerns, so we can go harder than Grosjean. And let's watch the blitz as he heads back out on track.
Still on that pit stop spin.
See, if I looked up between home recordings and ACC uploads, almost 200 games are uploaded.
Downhill, and here comes Romain Grosjean.
This is going to be good. McLaughlin comes out ahead, but on cold tires, and Grosjean is going to be pushing 100% for the next couple corners.
Turn 5, here we go, setting up. This is where the race was won a year ago with Pato Award and Rinus VK from a long way back, but he's not close enough.
It's St. Pete, take two, guys, version 2.0. McLaughlin, one lap colder on tires. Grosjean on the butt, doesn't quite have the run into turn 8 here, but it's not over yet. If McLaughlin can keep him behind through turn 16, he goes wide here. Not gonna get it. It's a flat-out chicane they're heading to. God, this is as close as you want, Townsend.
Tough to make a move, especially going into the fastest and gnarliest section right here. Watch McLaughlin up ahead, drop into the valley.
Romain Grosjean's got to do a Joseph Newgarden style move. Inside opportunity coming up. Can he get his car tight to the right? Tight to the right. No, McLaughlin blocks that.
Watch him try to cross it up and make it happen right here.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Fantastic stuff.
That's the kind of move you want to see, aggressive but calculated.
Not for the lead, but
just enough room to pull it off. The 28 to the point.
That was awesome. Set up, thought about, and executed perfectly by Romain Grosjean.
And you have to wonder how much additional respect McLaughlin felt like he owed Grosjean from St. Pete. He gave him just enough room to keep it safe. But boy, it's got to sting for McLaughlin. He would have loved that extra lap or two in clean air to not be in this situation.
He just needed an extra corner or two, Townsend. That really was the difference. I'm not sure how the 3 would have held up through turn 3. But look at that replay. Such a good call.
So why does Penske run Chevy and IndyCar but not NASCAR? I don't know, man.
Look at that. Switch to the outside.
I don't know.
To the inside.
McLaughlin did what he could to open his hands out at 16 and try to run Grosjean out of room.
Someone has the 1966 Gator Bowl with Tennessee and Syracuse.
For the Delaware lifeguard to stay in it.
Hey guys, meanwhile, Will Power just turned the fastest lap of the race, 3 seconds quicker than what Grosjean was doing while battling. So Will Power is doing everything he can in the lead to try to open up a 27-second gap. It's going to be a tall order. You see all these angles at the moment.
Turning into 17 from that tight is impossible. Let's go back to St. Pete, where it all went wrong for these two.
That happened once, and then again, right in the closing stanza of the race, and this is how it finished for Romain Grosjean. Boom. All over. Hard wheel-to-wheel contact, curb jumping, tire slamming, race ending.
Bit of rear lock from Scott on the cold tires there in St. Pete is what did that one in, but a more measured approach from both guys here. And it turns out quite a bit differently.
Here's the race leader in. So things are going to cycle where you'll see Grosjean go to the top. Power and Rosenquist, Kevin Lee, the last two left out there until now.
And Will Power is going to a set
2022 is uploaded. What about 2021? 2021 Rutgers, Liberty, or Clemson? versus Syracuse.
Final stop is done.
He's going to blend in right with that Indycar battle. Pillow kind of in that mix, I think.
Well, Ward is coming down the front straight right now into turn one. There you go. There's a Ward and Pillow. Cold tires for Will Power, but they are the Reds. Might make the difference.
It's a good effort from the Verizon crew. The Power service consent. Will has done a tremendous job behind the wheel. Is he going to be able to get on the podium in the 12 for the first time this year?
From big cities to small towns and on main streets across the U.S., you'll find PNC Bank, helping businesses both large and small, communities, and the people who live and work there grow and thrive. We're proud to call these places home too. They're where we put down roots, and where together we work to help move everyone's financial goals forward. PNC Bank.
We have something within that sets us apart. We always prevail.
We overcome obstacles, we have the will to succeed. And when we accomplish our goal, we're ready for what's next.
Rise to the challenge with the rugged performance of the Pilot, CR-V, Ridgeline and redesigned Passport from Honda. Honda, proud partner of the NTT IndyCar Series.
Now get generic erectile dysfunction medication for just $1 a tablet. Introducing Redbox RX. Fast, affordable healthcare completely online. And you don't need insurance. With Redbox RX, simply fill out a form. If a prescription is needed, it's shipped discreetly to your door with free delivery. Stop paying more somewhere else. Get generic erectile dysfunction medication for just $1 a tablet. Start saving with RedboxRx.com today.
This Mother's Day, show Mom that you worship the ground she walks on, or in this case, stands on. The new anti-fatigue comfort mat from WeatherTech is a gift she'll appreciate all year round. It makes standing comfortable in the home or office, and comes in a variety of colors and finishes. And for Mom's vehicle, there's cup phone, floor liner, cargo liner, and seat protector. Show Mom that she deserves the best with an American-made gift from WeatherTech.
Mom's gonna love this!
Happy Mother's Day from WeatherTech.
And Doug.
Hey man, nice base. Clearly you're a safe driver. You could save hundreds for safe driving with Liberty Mutual.
They customize your car insurance, so you only pay for what you need. Woo! We gotta go get it.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Check out this race for the lead here at Barber Motorsports Park. Romain Grosjean.
What's the Syracuse game you thought about?
But he is all but out of push to pass. 200 seconds
No.
is the allocation for this race.
I wasn't at that one.
To 20-second burst.
I was at the one in 2021.
Scott McLaughlin is right there all over the Frenchman.
And I had just been praising the frugality of Grosjean's push-to-pass usage. He had about 150 seconds left last time we mentioned it, and now he's at zero. Now he almost went off the track. The left rear barely stayed together.
And this is such a tough position for Scott McLaughlin to be in. He is going to know that Romain Grosjean is out of push to pass, but he has got to be still smart. 30 seconds left. That's going to give you probably 4 good attempts. You want to do it now while you're close. Your tires are going to be wearing more running in that dirty air, but you don't want to waste it on an attempt that's not going to come through. So he's got to be smart about how he uses it.
And look at this replay here. Exiting turn 3. Oh, that was big old snap. Remember how Newgarden lost it a year ago in that same section, and I think Grosjean is still having to drive to a decent fuel number here. I'm hearing some coasting, Marty. What are you hearing on the radio in terms of fuel numbers for Grosjean?
I don't know that they're worried about fuel, but he just said on the radio a moment ago, my overtake is gone, kind of with a question mark, and they said, yes, sir, it is gone. And then he goes, how am I going to defend this then?
Their elbows out. Not their concern, not their problem, really. This is something that Romain Grosjean's got to figure out on his own. Scott McLaughlin kind of in the wheel tracks now. I bet he's on the button. It's going to be a late move.
And not quite close enough into turn 5 this time for the good Ranchers Chevrolet. The Thirsty Threes we ride with. And let's go for a little ride. Have a listen to McLaughlin at work.
Here at the line for Grosjean. And we always make a lot of Team Penske's strength on pit lane, and thanks to NTT, we can take a look back on that last round of stops and compare McLaughlin and Grosjean on pit time differential. The advantage was to Grosjean on the in-lap, but time on the pit lane, Team Penske did really well. Grosjean strong on the outlap. The advantage to Grosjean, just a tick, 4/10 to the good. Thanks to NTT as Grosjean goes way wide.
Way wide. Oh, and almost comes back in. That turn 5 spot is a real handful for Grosjean. There's going to be a new race leader. His name is Scott McLaughlin.
Scott McLaughlin takes the lead.
Left, there was absolutely nothing Romain Grosjean could do. Scott got on the button, easily cleared him into turn 8, and to the lead go the Thirsty Threes.
You got the 2021 game.
Seconds to push the pass, and you got to think Grosjean's heart just sunk there.
Yeah. Is it going to be second again?
Yeah, well, I was at this game.
He's come so close multiple times. 19 laps to go. It'll be 18 this time by.
I'm still trying to figure out where all those push-to-pass seconds went to. Like, I think Grosjean's a bit confused.
So here's how it happened.
Into turn 5, just got in high. You saw that left front just starting to lock. Sends him to the outside.
And at this point, he might be all right still if he had the push-to-pass to defend. But with nothing left, you're really a sitting duck.
And Romain Grosjean is going to be absolutely taking himself for that move. If Scott McLaughlin just got a good run out of 2 and had the push to pass, that's one thing. But because it comes from a mistake on the driver's side, as a driver, you know, Townsend, from inside the cockpit, you never want to lose a position because of a mistake like that. And unfortunately, it was the position that Romain Grosjean lost. Very, very unfortunate. But good on Scott McLaughlin for capitalizing.
I mean, it's like any video game these days. If you're Grosjean, you're on the radio. Can I buy more push-to-pass?
Well, one thing's looking good, and that is it's heading towards a 4th different winner in as many races this year. Still, we've got a lot of racing to get done here at Barber Motorsports Park. Let's go back to Will Power, 3rd. Pato O'Ward, 4th. This is Alexander Rossi. Rossi's running back in 8th place at the moment, working on Scott Dixon up ahead.
And Marty, for Grosjean, he's got to worry now about Will Power, who's only 7 seconds behind with push-to-pass remaining and just knocked out a lap, 2 seconds a lap quicker.
Yeah, and I think they are worried about the 12. He came on the radio after Scott McLaughlin passed him for the lead, said, I'm sorry, guys, there's nothing I can do. And Townsend, your ear's very keen. They have told him to save fuel. Hence the number they gave him, 83.5 to the end. You got to know the Andretti codes. I don't think it's a massive save, but no doubt saving versus Scott McLaughlin.
Yeah, I mean, hit on lap 60, that's a 30-lap stint. That's going to take a percentage of fuel save, probably something around 10%, maybe 12%. So it is still something, and you know that the Penskes are full bore. So it's a tough position he was in. Even if he had pushed to pass to Townsend, he wouldn't have been able to use much of it.
So you're saying we might see 2 Penskes at the top of the podium?
Yes, that's not 3. That's not 3. What's cool about the different winners, we've had 3 in 3 races. The first repeat winner's all the way down in 10th, so no matter what happens, I think we're going to be seeing that.
Is the Verizon Chevy of Will Power. 3rd place, and just watch that difference, that time differential between himself and Grosjean, because it continues to drop.
Grosjean just did a 109.7. Here comes Will Power across the line, 109.0. 16 laps, call it a half a second advantage. That's about 8 seconds. Carry the 1. Yeah, looking pretty good for Will Power. See what happens.
All right, we want to tell you about the biggest mover in this race, because he is an Indycar Series rookie. It is the young New Zealander, Marcus Armstrong. In the American Legion Honda for Chip Ganassi Racing, he has made up 15 positions. That is an awesome effort. Qualifying, he was penalised in qualifying yesterday for interference. And felt like he was a little bit hard done by, but it will be a very valuable lesson learned. And to Marcus Armstrong's credit, took that one on the chin, and all day, all he's done is head down and just ground out awesome laps, listened to the team, and done what he needed to do. He came into this race as the series leading rookie. He's not doing any ovals this year, if you remember, and still leads the Rookie of the Year standings. So that is testament to how talented this young man is, and look at how well he's driven his first ever race at Barber Motorsports Park. 15 positions made to be knocking on the door of the top 10, and his Indy 500 winning teammate and the championship leader, Marcus Armstrong, just a little bit up the road. Did I say?
Ericsson's just up the road. Yeah, it's confusing. Two Marcuses, both on the same team.
You were mouthing something to me there without saying it. I'm saying, what are you trying to mouth? Pardon me.
I was saying, what are you doing?
What are you saying?
Grosjean's doing, to his credit, a pretty good job of keeping that gap about the same. It's been around 1.5, 1.6 seconds. So he's not letting Scott McLaughlin run off to the distance by any sense.
So Sam, what should I make a playlist of now? Make a playlist of
Balance looks fine, Hitch. It's the coast phase that he's having to deal with. And this is the gap I keep watching, 6.9. That's Will Power back to the leader, but he keeps closing on Grosjean.
That's a decent fuel save, but like I said, he's not letting Scott McLaughlin get away, so that definitely points to that good balance. Well, but how much is McLaughlin now just managing? I believe
You should make a playlist of people. You should make a playlist of people who have made really, really, really great, amazing paintings of NASCAR drivers.
That is close. I imagine still recovering from all the dirt on his tires.
And then this is Alexander Rossi, the Mission Foods on board. And Scott Dixon on the head.
He's able to lay down a fistful of throttle, leaving turn 5. Great grip out of the back end of the car. Side by side they go. But the inside driver almost always has the advantage there.
And now this is the fight for 4th place between Pato O'Ward and Alex Palou. We'll show you more of that when we come back.
At Firestone, the people that bring their cars to us aren't just ordinary customers. They're never just a number. They're our neighbors. And that's why we do everything we can to treat them as such.
I don't see cars, I see customers. That's not a vehicle that I'm working on, that's Jim and Shannon. Those are our customers, and we got to make sure that whenever they leave our repair shop, they're going to make it home to their families safely.
Helping our neighbors since 1926. Firestone Complete Auto Care.
Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for what you need. With the money you saved, we tried electric unicycles.
I think I got it.
Doggy paddle, only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
If your business kept on employees through the pandemic, GetRefunds.com can see if it may qualify for a payroll tax refund of up to $26,000 per employee, even if it received PPP. And all it takes is 8 minutes to get started. Then we'll work with you to fill out your forms and submit the application. That easy. And if your business doesn't get paid, we don't get paid. GetRefunds.com has helped businesses like yours claim over $2 billion, but it's only available for a limited time. Go to GetRefunds.com, powered by Innovation Refunds.
Here, when you need parts, eBay Motors ensures a guaranteed fit. Hey, Dave?
Yep. Wait.
How are those new wipers?
They're small.
Just go to eBay Motors where the check means a guaranteed fit. Let's ride.
From big cities to small towns and on main streets across the U.S., you'll find PNC Bank, helping businesses both large and small, communities, and
make a NASCAR commercials playlist.
Grow and thrive. We're proud to call these these places own too. They're where we put down roots. And where together, we work to help move everyone's financial goals forward. PNC Bank.
The first Saturday in May. No other day can compete. The atmosphere, the excitement, the glamour. I don't need an excuse to get dolled up. But for everyone else, there's Derby Day. So, I want to see you dressed to the nines. Hat on head, drink in hand. Because nothing can compete with the Kentucky Derby on NBC and streaming on Peacock.
A quick programming reminder that the most exciting month in racing starts with the Indy Grand Prix, May 13 on NBC and on Peacock. And of course, it all leads up to the greatest spectacle in racing, the Indianapolis 500, May 28th, Memorial Day weekend on NBC and on Peacock. Thanks for taking part of your Sunday with us here on NBC Sports. Lee Diffie, Townsend Bell, James Hinchcliffe, Kevin Lee, Marty Snyder, Dave Burns enjoying this Children's of Alabama Indy Grand Prix at Papa Motorsports Park, where Team Penske's Scott McLaughlin leads the way over Romain Grosjean of Andretti Autosport, but Grosjean is going to have company. Will Power is closing in quickly, because now it's only 2.1 seconds between the Frenchman and the Aussie. Second and third place in this race. There's McLaughlin, there's Grosjean cresting the hill down into turn 5, and the red machine, the Verizon Chevy of Will Power, looming large in the mirrors.
What has he made of? 15 seconds from when we last talked about this. Will Power on the charge with clean air, and those lap times are just ferocious right now, Kevin. If you're Romain Grosjean, you're looking in your mirror going, where did he come from?
And remember, the championship last year, Will Power credits what happened here last year is one of the reasons from 19th to 4th. He's in position to maybe go from 12th to 3rd, 2nd. And by the way, Scott McLaughlin was just told, hey, Will Power is coming. He may be the guy you're racing with for the win.
I don't think with 10 laps to go, there's that much left in the Verizon Chevy, but certainly Romain Grosjean's going to have to be looking in his mirrors. Just a wicked pace from Will Power on those alternates.
So a couple of things here that are trending in the right direction if you're Romain Grosjean or Will Power. Of course, Grosjean would dearly love the win. He's never had one in NTT IndyCar history. But if this guy stays where he is right now, he will be the only driver in the field with 3 podiums this year. That is tremendous, tremendous work from what he's. Pardon me, I take that back. He didn't get the podium, did he? Thinking about Power, I'm getting confused there. But it's trending right with back-to-back podiums for him. For Will Power, he's coming off his best result of the season at the Acura Grand Prix of Long Beach. So for Power, things trending in the right direction. Right as we get into the most important month of the NTT IndyCar Series, the month of May.
Will Power set to jump 2 positions in the championship, up to 7th if they finish as is, but only 26 points Townsend out of the lead. It is very tight at the top right now.
Yeah, it's a concentrated championship lead, no doubt. Just watching the onboard here, I mean, the balance of Will Power's car with just 9 laps to go on the softer compound red looks fantastic.
But remember, those were the used alternates as well, so they're not going to be as fresh, not going to be as good for as long as the sticker said, and that gap is sort of stabilized a little bit around that 2-second mark.
You need to get on the Will Power train. He's coming. He's coming.
How about talking with Power and McLaughlin this morning separately? McLaughlin said to me, I'm not sure if we'll have enough to win this thing today, but I'm going to give it all I've got. He is boasting a 2.6-second lead and looking the odds-on favourite to win this. Power said to me, we're right on the edge of lifing our engine out here. We're in need of a new engine going into the month of May, so I'll just have to gingerly see how it goes. Both guys playing down their chances, both guys looking great for a podium, and one of them for a win.
What I like about what both of them did was committed to the 3-stop early. Statistically speaking, it's faster on paper, but historically speaking, it has never won a 90-lap race here at Papa Motorsports Park. Both these guys, frankly, all 3 of the Penske's rolled the dice early. They committed early to that 3-stopper, and the way the yellows fell, it actually played into their hands, and it's just great to see that different strategy, Marty, is finally going to potentially win this race if they finish as is.
Hey, Hinch, I'm wondering what Romain Grosjean is thinking right now with 7 to go. If it stays like this, he would finish second. It would be his 5th second-place finish in IndyCar. Dominant today, led 57 laps. So how do you process that as a race car driver? And they keep telling him, big picture, you see on the left-hand side, he would gain a spot in the championship standings. 15 out of the lead. I don't know, but one of the months today, that's a nice thing to happen. How do you process that as a driver when you have the dominant car and you don't win?
It is tough. There's no doubt. I mean, every single one of these drivers are competitors. They're out there to win motor races. But at the same time, like you said, momentum is only 15 points out of the lead is a big deal. If he keeps putting himself in this position, him in this 2018, that win is coming. It's a matter of when, not if.
Well, just think about the performance this year. Win in hand at St. Pete wasn't his fault at the end. Texas is probably one of his best oval races ever. Yeah, he wrecked, but it was a subtlety that got wrong there. Then the strong performance at Long Beach, a strong performance here today. The trajectory is so encouraging right now with Romain Grosjean, and I think he's settled into exactly where he needs to be mentally to be successful in IndyCar.
1.1 seconds, that's all between Romain Grosjean and Will Power. 6 laps to go, that's all.
Alright, that's like the final lap of caution come out.
Winner here at Barber Motorsports Park, and he's got his eyes on this Andretti Autosport Honda.
The difference is Will Power has had 10 laps of beautiful, clean Barber Motorsports air, and now he's in the wake of Romain Grosjean. So now this is where the driver really has to get up in the seat and try to figure out how to mix your lines up, find some clean air, and wait for the right opportunity.
The other two big differences, Grosjean's still hitting a field number, and Will Power, 33 seconds of push to pass left. That wily old scallywag held on to just enough to really take the fight to Grosjean in these few laps at the end here.
Coming up to the final 5 laps, and a big championship point swing as well. Marcus Ericsson, the leader, down in 10th. Pato O'Ward, the closest challenger, in 4th. If they
5 to go.
5 to go. If we stay as we are right now, we'll head to Indianapolis in 2 weeks' time with just 3 points between the leader and second place. Only 9 points between first and third. That is an awesome way to go in the month of May.
We talked about changes in championship position. A win today would vault Scott McLaughlin up 6 positions into 4th. Only 11 out of the lead. So this championship battle, as this season goes on, it's not growing and getting more spread out. It's getting tighter and tighter as we head into May.
A steady, methodical approach is something we may not have said once upon a time about Will Power. It was full aggro, maximum attack, big speed, the king of qualifying. Last year he showed us a different Will Power, and he came away with his second NTT IndyCar Series championship.
I just saw Romain Grosjean miss 2 apexes in a row by 6 to 10 feet, so I can tell 28 starting to struggle with the balance, starting to struggle with grip, car sliding around a ton.
There's no worse feeling from inside the cockpit than seeing that car get bigger and bigger in your mirrors and knowing you're almost helpless to defend without any push to pass and tires going away.
Power's burned 11 seconds of that 33. There's Grosjean going wide again. That's where he lost out to McLaughlin 20 laps ago. This is on.
And it's on further beat back as well. O'Ward has just 1 second over Alex Palou. That's nice and tight for 4th place. Lundgaard's not far out of it as well. In 6th. Great run again for that high B Honda. Rahal Letterman Lanigan. There goes the race leader in the Good Rancher Chevy, Scott McLaughlin. There's second, there's third.
Look at Power close here. He's kind of been driving the minimum distance, cheating the entry. Now he pushes wide. Not easy for the 12 either. Let's listen in.
My fucking thing froze again, Andy. Sorry. I love this commercial. This is one of my favorites. Kyle's tied up.
Final sequence of turns and 2 laps to go. 4.5 miles from here. Scott McLaughlin got a comfortable lead. The pressure is all on Romain Grosjean.
The other thing to take into account, Scott McLaughlin in first, Will Power in third on that 3-stop strategy. They've been pushing front this whole race. That takes a physical toll. The 2-stoppers, saving fuel, it takes a little bit of a physicality away from this racetrack, which is absolutely at the top of the physical scale. So those Penske drivers, they're going to be sore, they're going to be tired, they're going to be wore out with only a handful of laps to go.
16 seconds of push to pass left for Will Power.
How and when? Or does he take the conservative route and grab this third spot? I don't think so. I think he'd like to get that and make it a Team Penske 1-2.
You use a good burst out of turn 17 on the front straight to close the gap up to turn 1, and then out of turn 2, you hammer it. It's the white flag they're coming to. His run down into turn 5 is going to be his last real good shot to make this happen, Townsend. I think this is what he's got to do. He's got to do it now.
He's got to get closer, though.
Scott McLaughlin begins the final.
All right, white flag.
With a comfortable lead. He got his first IndyCar Series win last year on the streets of St. Petersburg. Followed it up with 2 road course victories at Mid-Ohio and at Portland. So this will be his 4th career win and 4th different circuit.
Grosjean doing a perfect job to just maximize the radius, keep that mid-corner flow up, and just kind of glide his way through the corners, watching his mirror the whole time. At this point, it would take a small miracle for Power to close that gap.
Scott McLaughlin was going for the win at St. Petersburg, and it didn't happen with that late race collision with Romain Grosjean. At Texas, he finished 6th, a top 10 at Long Beach. Not quite ideal. Today, the picture of speed and consistency. New Zealand motorsport fans will celebrate because their man here is bringing it home. Scott McLaughlin wins.
Scott McLaughlin wins at fucking, what's this place called? Alabama.
4 different wins to start this year. And McLaughlin says the thirsty threes to the moon, boys. That's what he calls his crew. The thirsty threes. He pipped his teammate yesterday in qualifying, Joseph Newgarden, to make the Firestone Fast 6 with a just dynamic last lap to make the cut. And he's done it here for the victory for the first time at this racetrack in spectacular.
Wow, you already added that many.
7th win for Roger Penske as a car owner. That's a pretty impressive stat when you think of how many races we've had here at Barber. This is their track.
Nicely put together. Got it back. That was impressive. And that is a monstrous confidence booster heading to Indianapolis and the month of May. Scott McLaughlin, your race winner here in Alabama.
At Honda, we know you have to drive through the mud. If you want to reach the rainbow, brave the desert, before you find the oasis. The new CR-V and CR-V Hybrid, part of the Honda line of rugged vehicles. Honda, proud partner of the NTT IndyCar Series.
Your Wyndham is waiting. When bucket lists need checking, points need redeeming, work trips need crushing, or anniversaries need celebrating? No matter who you are, where you're going, or why, With 24 trusted brands by Wyndham to choose from, your Wyndham is waiting. Get the lowest price at WyndhamHotels.com.
The Premier League is on USA. The title is up for grabs. Saturday, Manchester City, Leeds United. Next Sunday, Arsenal, Newcastle. The Premier League on USA.
I'm leaving to be a judge.
Wait, what?
Tuesday, the 2-week night court finale event.
Been judging people my entire life for free. Now, I'm gonna get a paycheck for it.
Starts with a bang.
I've been arrested.
New night court, Tuesday on NBC.
There you have it. An interesting afternoon here at Barber Motorsports Park, round 4 of the NTT Indycar Series. And here is the Pennzoil moment of the race. The Good Ranchers Chevrolet released from pit lane ahead of Romain Grosjean. Grosjean on the attack on Scott McLaughlin and grabs that top spot back. We thought it looked good for Grosjean for his first win. Runs wide at turn 5, out of push to pass ostensibly. McLaughlin on the attack, and the 29-year-old Kiwi puts his Chevy in front, and nobody would hit him from that point onwards to the checkered flag. The Thirsty Threes are in.
All right, here he is.
And Marty Snyder, Scotty
Here's your
Mack
winner,
is ready to
Scott
celebrate.
McLaughlin.
I'm sure an exhausted Scotty Mack after a 3-stop strategy today, pushing the entire time. As Ben Bretzman on the radio, his engineer told him, though, he said, how much better is that to be on attack all day long? He gets his first win of 2023, and good timing. The month of May starts tomorrow. You see Scotty Mack inside. The team happy, the sponsors are happy as well. Scotty, you can go ahead and get out. Scotty, you can get out, yeah.
Here he comes.
A winner. At Barber Motorsports Park. He's not doing the roll. He said he was going to give that up. That's an accidental thing that happened after his first win at St. Pete. Ben Bretzman, his engineer, with a big hug in there. So Ben told you after the checkered flag, how much better was that to be on offense all day long in that 3-stop strategy versus saving fuel?
I call it a happy driver strategy. I was a lot happier doing that, but I'm so thankful. First weekend for Good Ranchers on the car. What an amazing thing for them to be with us this weekend. My team advanced me to victory lane there. We had great fuel. Went past Grosjean there on a little bit of strategy, advanced past him, and I feel really good about it. So really happy to advance to victory lane and be really pumped about it.
I want to ask you about the battle with Grosjean. Was St. Pete in the back of your mind thinking, man, I got to give him a lot of room. I don't want to run into him again.
No, we're racers. You just get on with it. You know, as good as your last race, you get on with it. We're men. We talk to it man to man, and as far as I'm concerned, and he's concerned, we race hard and fair and press on, and there's no hard feelings between the two of us. But I'm glad to get a win here for Thirsty Threes. Like, it's been coming. We've been close. We just didn't quite get it the last few rounds, but we got it now.
Well, these numbers may shock you, but +6 in the championship standings. Now 4th, just 11 out of the championship. And the month of May starts tomorrow. How important is that?
Yeah, I mean, May is going to be an awesome time for us. I can't wait. Best race in the world's coming up here soon, and to start end April like this and start in May, hopefully on a good note. It's a really proud achievement, but just super proud of my team. The Chevy for the fuel mileage. We had a hell of a strategy here today, and super pumped. Take mum and dad at home, Carly home as well, and see you guys soon.
I gotta tell you that your Good Ranchers first race with them, they're going bananas here in Victory Lane. You got a lot of Cowboys that are happy.
Well, I had a lot of Cowboys last night having a few drinks. I know that for fact, so sure. Hopefully they've got enough juice to have another party tonight.
Scott McLaughlin picked a very good time to get his first top 5.
All right, y'all.
It's a win at Barber Motorsports Park.
I'm going to end this stream. Fun times. Like I said, it sucks that there was no cup race today. That will be tomorrow. I'll be live at 11:45 for that. And yeah. Did Bob say an actual green flag time? Let me see if he has an actual green flag.
Chevy did a great job with the engine, and obviously got to thank Verizon for all the support, because we're on another championship run, man. We're still just chipping away here. We're gonna get a win here soon. We've just got to keep at it, improving qualifying, and yeah, just having fun, enjoying it a lot.
By the way, you'll have a fresh engine coming from Chevy when you get
No,
to the
there's no
Indianapolis
green
road course
flag
launched
time yet,
for a
but
couple weeks from now. All right,
just
last
probably
game,
around
new
noon.
game
But I'll be live at 11:45.
hey,
But yeah, I want to thank y'all for watching, and peace out.